example 2. And again, I will be attaching my handwritten work so you can see. And then I recommend, again, for you to do it by hand first. And remember, you want to do it with pencil so you can erase. That way, when you first graph it normally, and then you take into account the restriction, so the domain. So for this one, I'm going to start with f of x equals x squared. So this is a parabola. Graphing it, I did a table of values to help me make sure I know exactly where for each point my graph will cross. So make sure you do that. I recommend you do that. But we start at the origin right here, the center of this parabola. And then if you take a look, if I substitute 1, when x is 1, what is the y value? That will also be 1. So that's where we have that point right there. When x is -2, the y value is +4. So we have that point right there. When x is -3, substitute for x right here. So the y value is 9, which is right here where we have that. So all those points, we have it. Now let's take into account our domain. So it says x is greater than -3. Okay, so x is greater than -3, but x is less than 2. So, oops. Let's go back to this. So greater than -3, but less than 2. So right here, let's move this part, okay. Let's see, so we cannot pass +2 for the x, so that's there. Let's click it and put it in place. Okay, this one, we needed to go a little bit higher to 9, right? -3 and 9. At -3, we have an open dot. And at 2, we also have another open dot. All right. Now let's do the plus here and try to graph the second one. So the second one is a linear line. Have y-intercept of -1. And then my slope says go down 1, 1 to the right, go down 1, 1 to the right, down 1, 1 to the right. Okay, so we're going to click again to hold it in place. Then we're going to go ahead and look at our domain. It says for x is greater than or equal to 2. So 2 is right here. Well, you see everything that goes from 0 to 2, that is not part of it. So we need to move that right there. We can move this arrow a little bit more down if we like. Now at 2, we have a closed dot. And here we're going to have an arrow. So let's get that arrow. Okay. And always compare what you have right here to your handwritten work. And let's see if we have it correct. And we have it correct. Yay.